I think we're live. YouTube, what is up? It is Jacob from Always Fresh Apparel, and I have broken my almost month hiatus from YouTube to come back with a sit-down Wednesdays featuring some of my favorite people. So we're going to get to the regulars. You guys already know the trio, the Three Musketeers. Pat and Tyler, would you guys like to introduce yourselves real quick?
Yeah, Pat, you can go first because you're younger than me.
Yeah.
All right. My name is Pat, PTC, whatever you want to call me. We're the trend. Make videos on YouTube about streetwear, sneakers, stuff like that. Try to make them unique normally. So if you want to check them out, you can do that. YouTube.com/WeAreTheTrend. You can follow me on everything: Instagram, Twitter. It's all We Are the Trend. So yeah.
And Tyler.
So my name is Tyler. People know me by TBlake. I make videos on YouTube. I do random things, and yeah, I'm excited to be in the live chat.
Awesome. And we have a very special guest. This is a dude that is talked about a lot in the sneakers, streetwear, and fashion world. He probably won't admit it, but he definitely is an influencer and tastemaker in this world. So I won't do any more talking. John Geiger, would you please like to introduce yourself, my man?
What's up? It's John Geiger, and I'm here with these guys. Going to talk about some shit today. I can't swear, my bad.
No, you're good, man. You can say it. All right, so yeah, we have a little list so that we kind of wanted to discuss. We have some things that Tyler definitely wanted to touch on, and then we're going to take some viewer questions. So let us get into that right now. Do you want to talk about like what you do, who you are, kind of like how you got there, et cetera, for people maybe if they like kind of like look up to you, like what you do, maybe give them some advice or something?
I actually went to school for criminal justice, so I have a criminal justice degree.
Okay.
And then you know, when I was like going into my senior year, obviously Darrell Revis was one of my best friends. He was in New York at the time, and he actually was like, you know, come aboard. I'm gonna get rid of some people in my camp, and I want you to do it all. And being in New York, I kind of just got like thrown into it. So like a lot of athletes will have like a marketing person, someone like tell you what to wear. This is behind the scenes. A lot of people have like all these people to tell them like what to do basically.
Yeah.
And being in New York, being on the scene, he ended up being in New York at one time. He was endorsed by Range Rover, Nike, Motorola, Google, and all those brands. So those are all my relationships. So I built relationships with them, and then brought all the marketing deals to Darrell. And then I also manage him too. So like a lot of his like appearances and stuff like that. He got a signing next week in Boston, so I'll be there doing that. And it's kind of like the day-to-day stuff. I kind of just got thrown into it in New York, and now I worked with a bunch of other athletes. It just never really worked out like that.
That's awesome. Yeah. So for those who don't know, Darrell Revis is one of the best corners in the NFL. So yeah, man, that's crazy. It's absolutely insane to see like where you've come and like how you got there. So Tyler, you had a couple of questions that you kind of wanted to ask. You want to kind of get to those real quick?
Yeah, I mean it's really exciting for me to obviously have you be a little bit closer to New England. I know you already met one of the guys I've worked with at the Patriots, so I'm definitely excited that we can make this happen. I think it's pretty cool to see someone like yourself, have the story that you just gave, where you're essentially someone's personal brand manager, and you're juggling all these different things. So I'm in school for business, so a lot of the things you do are really interesting to me. So I have a couple questions, and some of them are Jacob's questions, and I think viewers' questions in general. And I think a question that a lot of people want to know is, obviously a lot of people are here for sneakers and stuff like that. So how do you view yourself within the sneaker industry? And if you can talk about it, what role did you play, negotiating with Nike, or a little bit more about that process?
I guess like put it back like this. I was always into sneakers. Like when I was in high school, I would wear Air Force Ones because I couldn't afford Jordans. So I figured if I had $150, I'd rather spend 70 and 70 and get 2 pairs of Air Force Ones than getting 1 pair of Jordans. It wasn't until I started getting recognized for those brands that I started getting other Jordans, starting getting other brands, and then I had to once they started recognizing me and that I had a following, that they would just give me more things, and I had to actually stop from other brands and really just ride with one. And even to this day, if I post something else, I mean, I won't get like you're cut off, but I'll get something said to me from like a funny comment, and that's what will come from it. The negotiating part, it was just like, obviously Revis is the best, so Nike's the best. That's what he's gonna be with. He wore those cleats. That's what he's into. The Zoom Revis is when I started getting a huge like following of sneakers, because I can't give you like the specifics on it, but the Zoom Revis ones, those were like my baby basically. Those were all between like Ken Link, Trent Casper, and myself. Those were my thoughts. Those are like, we came up with drawings, we came up with reasons why. And then obviously Darrell has been in the sneakers, so that just led into that. And then like when shoes would come out, we would get them, 3 months before. We would get to try them on and say like, this, we want to change this, we want to change that. And then people start recognizing that. And within Nike, people recognize that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think a lot of people grow up like being fans of sneakers, and they always think, let alone working with Nike, like, oh, if I could have the opportunity to work on a project or create something. So I think that's like really, really special what you've done with that.
Yeah, just to sit down with like Ken Link. I don't know if a lot of people know who Ken Link is, but he designed Kobe's, he's done LeBron's. Trent Casper's the other guy. He's actually from Aliquippa, the same hometown as Darrell. So we kind of like linked. So a lot of things were done between New York and Pennsylvania. So a lot of that stuff was put together from them two areas. And those are like numerous meetings. We had meetings for like a year before like if sample was even made.
Yeah.
And then there was like that relationship when we would go out to Oregon, and then they would come to Pittsburgh or New York, and we would just hang out and talk about shoes and stuff like that. Like 5-hour meetings going over some sneakers that may never get made, and then they finally got done.
Yeah.
Word. That's it.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm just trying to comprehend, man. It's man. What I guess to that point, what was I mean, there was a lot of colorways that did get released, and there were a lot of colorways that didn't get released. Of all the ones that you put together, do you have like a favorite, or one that you played a large role in with like a colorway or something like that?
I mean, I played a role in probably every single colorway. I mean, I think one of the best ones for me was when I've always looked up to DJ Clark Kent, and when I got a text from him saying like, let's do this, blah blah blah, and I was like, it could happen, it could not happen, and then it did happen. So when he sent me my first pair, I was like obsessed with those ones, and then obviously I got more, and they just never, they weren't released to the public, but those are probably my favorite ones overall.
I think that was the problem with this Revis. Most of the best colorways were not released. I think that was like a problem with how that whole shoe played out.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I own like 3 other of the colorways that dropped. That's like one of my favorite shoes from last year. Was it last year, or was that 2 years ago?
It was almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah, well, at the time, it still is like one of my favorite shoes. I've strayed away from almost all of like my very athletic shoes, but that's one that I still always keep like in my rotation. So, I mean, but I think a lot of the colorways that didn't release are the ones that are the best. I mean, you guys should have just dropped them anyway.
I mean, I think they also went from like in my own opinion, I've said this numerous times now, it's not like that shoe was released like a training shoe. So it was people like me and Darrell that on Instagram wearing them with jeans and switching it over that made them cool on that side. Because if you'd just kept it in football, I mean, people would have wore them to work out in. It's a training shoe. But when you crossed it over to like every day, when we would go, I don't know if you know what La Marina is, but we started wearing those when we would get them in. I think it was the first ones we got them in like the June of the year before they came out. We would wear them La Marina, and people would be like, "What are those?" And I would wear them every single day in different colorways with jeans, cut off jean shorts, whatever, for the summer. And people started recognizing them to wear them with other stuff than just working out in them. And that's when the crossover happened.
Well, yeah, that's what like I personally liked about it, because it worked. I mean, it wasn't a lot of like basketball shoes only work with shorts.
Yeah.
No, it definitely came together. What do you feel like you just explained, making that, kind of like leading the way to have it be like a lifestyle sneaker? Do you feel like all the momentum you've picked up in the past year, like you said, getting recognized for sneakers, do you see yourself, maybe, people talk about like trend setting and taste making and all that stuff, but like, is there a particular Nike model right now you think isn't really, getting rocked enough? I know you're a huge Air Force One fan. Do you think that sneaker is going to be making a comeback here this year?
I would probably say it already made a comeback in probably the past year, but I think a lot more. What they're doing with that is they're going to just take all high-end brands and just collab with them. As of right now, that's what's going to happen. I've heard at least what's going to happen. That's what's been happening. Just better materials, and then just like the Givenchy ones, it was just a better material. So I see them just keep making those. Those are one of my favorite shoes.
Yeah, these I like the mids better than these ones, but definitely right.
They're actually not mids.
Which one?
They were low, they were high, and there was extra high, and then the boot.
Right, women's boot. That's right.
Yeah, so there was four.
Yeah.
There was I always said mid too, and I actually got corrected one time. I had the low, and then I had the next one up. That next one up is actually a high. The next one up from that is an extra high one, and then the boot. Yeah.
The extra high is something I hadn't heard of before. Yeah, man. So Jacob, do you want to ask?
Can y'all see me? Because I don't think my camera's working.
No, I can't.
It appears to be working.
It's just your eye.
Really good with this
just
luck.
like this,
Oh, nah. I'm so mad we have technical difficulties when we're live.
Messing up, man.
It's alright, man. You have a great filter. You have a flan.
I just got text from like 2 people saying your camera's off, so that sucks. Sorry. Shit. Sorry. I'm like. Let's just get back to it.
That's all right. I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead. I got to figure this out real quick.
There's actually somebody on my Twitter that asked me something. They asked about the Zoom Revis 2. I know we talked about it in private a little bit. Is there anything you can talk about, like, publicly about the Zoom Revis 2? Like, they asked if it's dropping specifically, which we know it's not at the moment. As they said, the Revis model is one of my favorite sneakers, and I heard the Revis 2 wasn't coming.
As of right now.
All right. But it's not dropping, correct?
I mean, if you were put in a position, obviously you would try to push for it, and that's what everybody's going to try to do. Like on this side, it's just if the logistics aren't right with Nike, then it's not right. It's not. The shoe's done. There's already a mold. There's already a sample of the shoe. It's not nothing I can do. There's nothing you can do with that point.
It's not dropping at the moment, at least.
Yeah.
All right. So here's your answer, Luke Evans 7.
But I think people must have to understand too that the process of making a shoe with Nike. I got to learn a little bit more when I was in Portland, but like it's just not. I think people think it just happens, overnight, and there's just I feel like there's got to be a lot of red tape and things to go through in order to get another model, or even just to get a model that is okayed to market. I don't know. Definitely not an easy process.
Yeah, I'm just going like this, so we're just gonna have to.
All right, you look good, man.
Go along.
In that photo.
I got someone asked me a completely off-topic question. Someone wants to know, John. Let me get to this question real quick. It was on Twitter.
I saw it.
Someone wanted to know. No, it wasn't that one. It was a different one. Where was it?
Is it the Jimmy Neutron question?
Yeah, that one. Can you ask it? I don't remember what it was.
It says, this comes from Shuby. He says, what product does he use for his Jimmy Neutron flow?
I actually know him too. That's a kid. I went to college with him.
Oh, word.
He said also you bros should ask Geiger about driving home from B&E in the Jersey swamp.
Oh, okay.
Is there a story or something behind that?
Inside jokes.
Living in New York area. That's all I have to say.
That was John's criminal days, I'm guessing.
No criminal.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Let's go. I'm gonna go to the apparel side because I don't know shit about sneakers. So I need to. John and I need to get on some fashion apparel game right now. So
flex.
If you follow John on Instagram, you know that he is definitely killing it in the higher area. You know, he goes Fear of God, he goes Balmain, he goes Givenchy, he does all that. So I hate this question, but I'm gonna ask it. Like, how would you personally like describe your own style? Like, would you prefer to go casual? Do you prefer to kind of dress it up, dress it down? Like, what do you see yourself normally doing on a day-to-day basis?
I mean, I'm not wearing this shirt right now because we were going to be on TV. This is what I had on to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like it's just like an everyday thing. Now, when I knew that, okay, so I can't wear, like, I'm a big guy. I'm like 6'5", like 220. So when I saw some of those brands in the oversized things, that's when I started getting into it more. Like Givenchy, when they made the oversized, I wear an oversized large. I can't fit in anything else that they make because it's obviously too tight. So when I could fit into those things and I like those materials, I would buy them more. And then I don't know, it just led into like higher end brands. I started really messing with them. So that's why the t-shirts, like some of the stuff that's oversized, I really mess with because I'm a big guy. So
yeah, definitely.
And I like layering, but my overall thing, I kind of just would take like. I was never a guy to like you know how some people were like I like wearing high end and they'll be like a weird guy with like a Gucci hat on, Gucci shirt and Gucci shoes. Like that was never me. So I would always take like if I had a Givenchy shirt, I would wear like some Air Force Ones because I always had like high end and low end. Usually some people would take like just streetwear stuff and just wear all streetwear, and then someone would be like high end and just wear all high end. And I was never like, I always switched it up, whether it was with a hat or with some shoes or some different type of jean. And back in the day, I was in Chicago one time, and I kept calling it high-end trapping because it was like I would wear like a $1,000 T-shirt, and I would have on like Air Force Ones that were like $80. So me and Revis at one time we were calling it high-end trapping, and it was just like something that we always were into.
I think that's like huge for people to take away, especially my viewers, because a lot of my demographic is definitely younger. So to hear that you like a person in your position personally mixes and matches stuff like that, because a lot of my people think like, well, I can't wear a $200 T-shirt and like $5 jeans. But I'm like, yo, if it fits you and it looks good on your body, then who the hell is to tell you that you can't do that? So
I get the daily, the daily thing on my pictures are like your jeans are too tight. Like,
oh my god,
it's not like where my like bones are sticking out, but I wear tight. Like I like my jeans fitting. Like I want them, and I want them at the bottom where my shoes start. I want them like tight so you can see my shoes. I want them like tight as hell at the bottom. So whether I can go get Rockaware jeans right now, I'm still gonna get them tapered in the bottom to where it's gonna look like.
Do it.
That's hilarious. Where was my other question? Sorry, I gotta pull it back up. What are some of your like, I don't know, favorite pieces? Because when I've seen you rock that fucking Fear of God bomber, the long one, and that to me is incredible. What are some of your favorite pieces that you own right now that you see yourself wearing?
It's a little chilly out still, so I can wear that jacket. And I was just talking to Pat about this. When you wear brands like that nowadays, like if you wear it before Ye, you wore it before Ye. If you wear it after him, you wore it because of him. Like people,
exactly.
Like I was wearing that stuff way before he wore it. I'm not saying like I'm the king of fashion, but I was wearing that jacket before Kanye wore that jacket because I liked it as soon as it came out. Me and Jerry have always been cool. When stuff comes out, he lets me get first dibs on it, just like he probably has his other people that do. But I like stuff like that. I like Rick Owens. Right now, it's kind of like in between. It's kind of chilly outside, but warm enough just to wear like a hoodie or something like that. So just switch it up with like flannels or something like that.
Yeah. And people think that like you have to be on point like every day, and that you have to wear all these extremely expensive brands every day. But throwing on a hoodie is acceptable to people out there. Like you don't have to always be on point. It's my little advice. Am I still not working?
Nope.
Still not working.
You're winning the steering. I should turn on screen share, turn it off, and then turn the camera back on or something. Like some weird shit like that. So if y'all want to like take a viewer question while I do that real quick.
Pat, you monitoring it? Because I'm not doing a good job.
Yeah, there's. This one's from Trev Ledger. Can you guys talk about starting from the bottom in your careers and YouTube? I want to know what to expect because I want to start YouTube as well. I guess this can go for John too, just like with your career and everything. I guess you can talk about like where you started from and how you got there and stuff like that.
Can you give me 1 second? My computer's about to die. I have to get the charger.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll be home.
Go get it. He's not coming back. I think
You want to touch on that?
I think that the question is, and in John's case, he told the story in the beginning. I think the number one thing is you never know when you're going to get an opportunity or something's going to come along that could change things for you. I think for us, when we started YouTube channels, we didn't think there was going to be any sort of opportunities that come from it, and now we're sitting down doing this stuff. So, I mean, just keeping yourself open to everything, I think, would be important whenever you're starting something. But start it for the right reason. Start it because you enjoy doing what you're doing. Because that way, if you don't end up, getting, to a higher level or whatever, at least you didn't waste your time.
Yeah, I think the main thing is just like networking, really. I mean, pretty much what you said. It's just networking, being consistent. Obviously, your videos have to be something that someone wants to watch. High quality, whether it be like, I don't know, you just gotta like invest yourself into your channel, pretty much.
Invest in yourself, yes, sir. I think Jacob is not coming back now. Jacob,
it ain't happening. I'm just gonna have to.
It's all good.
Get a picture of me flexing hard with the crossed arms. That's what you guys are getting for right now. Yeah, let me pull up these things real quick. Okay, we gotta talk about it. We gotta get it off there. John, you are probably, I mean, I know you don't want to be known for this, but you are probably most well known for the Air Yeezy 2 underwater picture. You want to kind of tell the story behind that, kind of how it happened? I mean, it was everywhere. The picture was blasted on a bunch of like blogs and stuff. So, would you like? I mean, it'd be awesome to get your side of the story since no one really knows.
Yeah, so I was actually in New York the day the shoes dropped, and I was in a car, and I got a text from, I guess I could say this now. I got a text from someone at Nike that said, be on Nike.com at this time, or it's going to be 20 minutes from now. And I was actually going to lunch. It was Fashion Week, so I was going to lunch, and I paid no attention to it. I didn't know. And then, obviously, just like everybody else in this chat, their phone went off, and it was said like 300 people tweeted the same thing. And then, I had to pull a couple strings to get those shoes. And then once I got mine, I wanted to do something crazy with them just because people were going crazy over them. And that like the first couple of days I got it, I wore it like every day just to mess around. Like I had them on the beach in the sand. If you look at the pictures, there's a picture of them in the sand like the day before. And it kind of got some buzz, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to just jump in the pool with these. And that's why I'm fully clothed, because it literally was like, I'm going to do this, and we're just going to do it now. And it happened that Revis had an underwater camera, and there was a bunch of people in the pool playing around, and the phone got thrown in too with me. And it just happened that a couple pictures turned out clear, but a couple weren't, and that's basically the end of the story of it. And they're all, I mean, they're a little bit lightened from the chlorine, but it's not nothing big.
Okay. That's
the basis of the story. I wish I could give you some thing like that. I was like,
no, yeah.
It was just my thing was like, I have all these sneakers behind me. I probably would try to wear like every single pair. There's people that get these shoes and then want to resell them, which is, I mean, it just makes no sense to me. I don't know.
Because I definitely did a troll picture like that too. So people already know. Like I was fortunate enough to be one of those people that was just on their phone when the tweet popped up. So I just immediately clicked it. Well, it said the Nike Air Yeezy 2, and I thought someone just tweeted me about the Air Yeezys. So I was like, oh, whatever. And then I saw it was from Nike store, so then I freaked out. But I was like, same like you. I was like, if I'm gonna post the Air Yeezy 2 picture, I'm gonna make this shit either the most ignorant thing I've ever done, or some creative way to show it off. And I definitely went the ignorant route, and I just posted a bunch of money on my stomach and took a picture like I was asleep. And then it got picked up by Complex and all that stuff, which was kind of my intentions. I wanted to be the douchebag that did that. So it's funny to hear you say the kind of same thing that I was saying. Just troll people.
Yeah. And obviously, if you read my comments, I got death threats from some shoes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You can still go back and look at that?
Yeah, I mean, you can go back and look at the comments around, and they're pretty fun.
Oh my god, man.
I've deleted a couple and blocked some people. I probably blocked like 100 people from that picture.
100?
Probably, yeah.
So how many comments did you get? Probably like 700, 800?
I think it was like 1,200.
Oh my god.
It was everywhere, man. I remember that.
Just start doing that with every big release.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that could be your thing. Make it.
It was almost
series.
1,200.
Does it float? Will it float?
Yeah, like people jump in puddles. You can just be the dude who swims with your shoe.
Concord 11.
It's not as cool because like a general release of a Jordan is not as fun as like the other thing that people went crazy over was I wore the Oregon 5s in Club Live and got stuff spilled all over them. And I put a picture up, and people were just like, "Ah, fuck you!" Another picture of like some shit on the shoe. And it's just like, I wore them to a club. That's what happened to them. Oh well.
What's the story on those? Any release date, or is that just like a friends and family?
I have no idea. I heard they were releasing, but it wouldn't make sense to release in Oregon like P like a player.
Yeah.
I think the foams were weird that they released those.
Probably wear foams. I don't wear foams.
I don't know.
Me neither.
Just wishful thinking for people.
Yeah, because there was like 600 release dates, like as there are with any speculated shoe, but
It's just because people can make money off of like selling information or selling early links or like RSVP slots. So they're gonna take every release date and act like it's real because they can make a little money off of it. But I don't know. I'd be shocked if they drop. Damn, man. Let's see. Jacob, you want to go back to some of the apparel questions, or do we want to have John? Do you want to show off some of the stuff that you get some stuff in today, or?
I can do that, and I can go over some Jordans.
Let's do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm definitely excited.
Little backstory. Basically, John. I mean, for people that don't know, John gets seeded by Nike, and some of these bigger companies. So he does get stuff early. So he's actually gonna show off a couple things that were sent to him. So you guys are gonna get an early look. So my viewers, whoever's on this live chat, gets an early look at some of the stuff. So bring it out, my man.
All right, we'll start with. I don't know if anybody likes Margielas, but it's Mason Martin Margiela. They have like a new shoe that's coming out. So, if anybody likes Margielas, they know they come in this little booty.
Yeah.
These are the new style shoe. Now, a lot of people are going to look at these and be like, oh, I don't know about these, and they kind of got the reflective thing. It changes colors like during the day. I didn't wear them outside yet, but so it's going to change color like that. Everybody's going to look at these and be like, oh, these are ugly, blah, blah, blah. But these are the type of shoe that as soon as someone big wears them, then everybody's going to want them. So
yeah, exactly.
For me, when this brand, like really messes with me and they're like, what do you want? I could go get another high with the Velcro or go get the shoe that everybody wears. And then I chose the new one. I was like, give me something that no one has. And they gave me these, and they said they were coming out, and that no one was really buying them. The package is actually, I had the sticker here somewhere. The package is actually from their photo shoot. They accidentally left it on the box, which was cool.
Okay, word.
Out of curiosity, would they be like a 11.5 in men's or no?
Yeah, those are 45, so they're like a 12.
Okay, because I heard that for photo shoots, there's a rumor that it's like 11.5 or 12 are the best for photo shoots.
Yep.
That's
really?
The Saint Laurents I have too. They have the same sticker on them. If I could find the sticker,
yeah.
I don't know where the sticker went.
Whatever. Yeah.
But
for sizing on those, how do you recommend? Because I mean, some of my viewers might have the money to get some Margielas.
I wear a 12 and I always get a 45. Same as like
Okay.
Valencia eyewear and anything like that, I get a 45. So I would say true to size. I don't know if you know.
Word.
The other one is like the Saint Laurent. You'll see everybody wearing like the black and white ones or like the tan and black ones or the whatchamacallit, but I wanted the red ones. They look like Vans, but the bottom are like obviously if you can see the bottom, it's not Vans, better material. But these are 45 too. These run exactly the same as the Margielas.
Okay, cool. Yeah, dude, those are.
These are affordable. Not affordable, but better than usual because these are like 400. So
okay.
People can get these ones. They kind of look just like some Vans, basically.
Yeah. Those were. I mean, I know that I've seen Kanye. I'm not gonna say you bought them because of Kanye, but I've seen Kanye wear the gray ones.
No, that's
and
what you're saying.
Yeah, a bunch of people were freaking out about that, about the shoes. So like, it's good that it's. I just didn't expect it very much. I thought people were gonna kind of hate on it because it did look like a Van. I thought they were gonna be like, "Yo, what the hell is Saint Laurent doing?" But a lot of people fucked with it, which is cool to see.
Like I know, Revis has a pair, and he put a picture up, and people wrote like, "Oh, they're just some Vans." Like,
yeah. No, they're not, my friend. That's what's so funny, man. People just are like, "Oh, that's just a basic tee," and you're like, no, it's not.
Some of the other stuff I have, I like sunglasses. I don't really wear sunglasses a lot. I'm actually going to Florida next week to work on the sunglass line.
Oh, work.
Give you like a hint on that.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
But other than what I'm working on myself, I like to wear Supers. And then Super has the new. It comes in the box and it comes in this thing too now. And they're just some like, there's some different kind. I don't know if you see these.
Yeah, those ones are clean, dude.
Yeah, Super has some new stuff coming out, and they're like kind of getting higher end. They used to just come in the box. Now they come in the box and this, so it's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. You want me to get some Jordans that just haven't been released? I mean, I posted pictures of Jordans that just haven't been released yet.
Yeah.
I actually asked about this, and I'm only allowed to show the ones that I posted pictures of.
Okay.
I'll show you this.
How early can are you usually allowed to show stuff? Like, do they give you a timeline?
Yeah, I remember you were telling me, you were like, they gave me the okay to post the Air Force Ones, the collab with Geiger or whatever. You were like, they gave me the okay.
Basically, if you don't get them on the day that you're allowed to do it, then they're not really like, you wouldn't get them, basically. Say you got them earlier than you're allowed to post them by accident, they'll tell you, like, don't post them yet.
Okay.
But don't take a picture of them. Or basically don't even wear them. You can just have them, but you're not allowed to do anything with them. I still wear them, obviously. But some of the other ones are, you get them on that day. Like, say I asked them about something, and they didn't, I get stuff sent to me tomorrow. So the reason why I didn't get them today is because tomorrow starts a new month, so then you're allowed to show them. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you the Jordans in a minute, but here's a new Givenchy T-shirt I got. I don't know if you know, but it's the robot one. And the bottom is cut different than the usual ones. It's like a circle rounded.
Damn. Man, people are getting like, inside right now. This is a huge collection. People are getting like
the Givenchy, like, I can only wear the oversized. So for me, it's like, if they don't have a large oversized, then I don't even ask or go for it. Other than that, but let me show you some Jordans.
Yeah.
I'll show these ones first because I had a picture of these earlier. I personally don't like purple, but for some reason I really mess with these. The purple 2s, there's like the safari print up there. They got like the speckles down there. Can you see it in the picture? I don't even know. But
yeah, you're good, dude.
Yeah.
You've probably seen the picture of them, but I was a big fan of Jordan 2, so these I really messed with it. Well, you probably know what these are. These come out, what, this Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You guys probably already have these because you guys are cool,
No, we're not that cool.
But these are like one of my favorite shoes. My dad's birthday was today, and I was gonna give him these, but they didn't fit him, so I'm gonna give him a 13. But these are like obviously a classic. And these come out this weekend, so most of you guys will get those.
I don't know. I'm more of a fan of the mids, just the regular Concords.
You don't like the lows?
Nah, not as much. I know a lot of people like the lows better, but I'm like more the high fan when it comes to 11s.
Yeah, true. I actually, you know when the year when you started wearing the 11s and it would like click when you walked. You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
You walk and hit the ground, it makes that clicking noise.
A few shoes, but I don't remember it ever happening to me with the 11s.
Yeah, so every time, besides these ones, like when I would get like any other Jordan 11s, they would click when I walk, and then I just got turned off by them basically. I would wear them every once in a while, but it wasn't one of my favorites anymore.
Yeah, so like in the toe box.
Yeah, right on the toe. When I know when I walk in them, it like comes down in a weird spot. Uncomfortable for me.
Maybe it's because you guys have bigger feet or something. I don't know. 'Cause I have anniversaries, I had Cool Grays, and none of them did it.
The third Jordan is, if you know me by now, I'm a big like Jordan 6 guy. I posted some shoes earlier, but these are the Carmines. Like really like these.
Those are clean, man.
Now, I guess
I have the older Carmines, and it's kind of like a. You know, everybody's saying how the quality is going down. I would say the quality is probably a little bit better on these ones.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And I guess I would ask too, are the pairs that you get a little bit earlier, would they be the same pairs that like would be what people like your Concord 11s you just showed? Would that be like the same sneaker someone goes in to buy tomorrow, or is there like a different kind of quality or production run that they give you early?
No, they don't say samples or nothing in them, so
Okay.
it's not a sample one that you basically get when they come out.
Cool.
The only other thing I got is a couple like newer hats that I got, and I know Jacob's in the hats, so I was going to show some of them.
Please show those off. Yeah.
If you know me by now, then you know that like Don C has been like one of my homies from like back when he started, and so you know I get the first dibs on those from RCP Gallery. Those are like my favorite hats. If you actually go back to the days when they started, I was one of the first ones that were wearing them. There was actually RCP put out an email to like 10 people, and there was only 5 hats, and I was the first one to get one of those. It was actually at Boston Bruins. That actually, you know, the dude who tweeted you, Shuby, he actually has it now. But there was only 5 of them made at that time, and then they grew from there. But the recent ones that I got, was because Revis got traded to the Boston area. I got the Boston Celtics one with the leather and then the yellow.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can see that. But and then this is.
Have you met Dion? Did you meet Dion at Concepts yet, or no?
No. I'll be in the city on Wednesday.
Where
I'm supposed to go through and try to see more people's out.
He has a huge collection. He has a huge collection of Don C.
Okay.
Maybe do some something or something.
This is the second one that I actually had one before, but I just got another one of like the teal on teal.
That one's clean, man. Yeah.
These are the 2s that I got recently.
Sneaker Expo?
What did you say, Pat?
Didn't you wear that Spurs one to the Sneaker Expo?
No.
I could have sworn I saw that. Somebody's asking about the infrared 6s too.
Yeah, I can't put them on. I could put the old ones on. I can't put the new ones on.
So I'm guessing that's like confirmed now. Was that confirmed before? As Black Friday?
What, Black Friday?
Yeah. I didn't know if it was confirmed or not.
I mean,
I guess so.
I'm not saying nothing about it.
You what?
Those you could get away with wearing early. Just be like, oh, they're the older one, you know.
Yeah.
Varsity red, not infrared.
Let me.
Is he gone?
My vid's just dumb. What are your? So I got a question because I'm getting these in personally, John. What are your thoughts on Nike Pigalle collab? Because I got the highs coming in. What did you think about the lows?
I have both now, but I like them because I like that brand. When I actually went to Paris last year, that brand, I was in one of the stores and they actually were saying that they saw some on Instagram that I wore a hoodie one time and that they weren't giving me the shirt. It was an older lady, and she was like, here's some T-shirts and some hoodies and stuff. And I thought she was just maybe mistaken that she saw someone else wearing. She thought it was me, and then they actually sent me a message like saying like thanks for coming to the store and stuff. So that was pretty cool. First time I was in Paris, I got love from them. So I think anything that they're doing, you know, they're showing love to kids over there. I don't know if you know the whole story, but they got the little hoop court there that they show love to the younger kids. So that's pretty cool.
Oh wow,
yeah.
I had no idea.
Word.
That brand is making it big, man. A collab with Nike is huge. So it's good to see the kind of like streetwear-ish, higher fashion-ish brands collabing with a sportswear brand as Nike. I always love seeing that. So I'm definitely happy to get him in too.
Yeah, it's almost. I would almost argue it's better for Nike working with them. You know, I don't know. At least for what they're trying to do, they're definitely going to start infiltrating the high-end sneakers. You know, they don't want their players lacing up Balenciagas post game or whatever. They want to have something special for them. So.
Exactly. You're probably on point with that.
Yeah. It's interesting.
That's probably exactly why they're doing it too.
Yeah, I mean the Jordan Future, they're doing the Jordan Shine. It's pretty cool to see what they've been doing. So did you get a pair of Jordan Shine, by the way? Have you?
What'd you say?
Have you got a pair of the Jordan Shine?
I'm not. Even if I would, I probably would not. I'm not a fan of those.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see like the materials or anything. It doesn't seem like anyone's gotten to talk about it.
I'm gonna end up seeing them this Saturday actually, because my homie Chris works at Jordan Brand, and he was actually on the team for the Futures and the Shines. So, because I'm doing my spring lookbook thing, and we're gonna do like a little we're gonna fake a meeting basically between me and Nike. But he's gonna bring he's gonna bring the Futures and I just said that live, so whoever's watching this, you guys get to see it. No, it's actually gonna be a real meeting, but he's gonna bring the Futures and the Shines. So I'll tell you guys what they're like. I wonder though, if the quality is up to par.
Word, man. Yeah.
Is there any John?
Is anybody watching this, or is it just us four?
No, we have a very good amount of people watching us. So, yeah, we're live. We're good.
We're live.
A lot of people are asking about fake Yeezys, but I really don't feel like I kind of want to answer that. Where to get fake Yeezys. Yeah, I don't really want to answer that.
Go to Chinatown, people.
Yeah, exactly. Someone said John Geiger's shutting it down right now, so there you go, man. Good for you. Here I got one. Do you guys have any thoughts on the Alexander Wang H&M collab?
That
means no.
No thoughts on it.
Well,
sorry,
dude, I think they only released a picture of Alexander Wang.
Yeah, I mean, just what your thoughts behind them doing a collab, if it's good for the brand. I think.
And the flyers are on, so I'm kind of watching that. So I kind of zoned out for a second.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. Dude, all you tweet about is baseball, dude. I can't even follow you anymore. I don't know anything about baseball.
Oh yeah, Mr. Trailblazers every fucking.
Yeah, dude. Every time
all his life.
Yo, there was a game in 45 minutes. This is game 5. This is the biggest game of the series. Yo,
yeah.
We're about to take it.
I can't even talk, dude. Pirates are a sad excuse for a baseball team right now. Speaking of Pittsburgh, John, is there anything worth anything coming out of Pittsburgh style-wise that's
That's a good question. Yeah.
I know recently you posted something about or retweeted maybe something about New Pittsburgh. Aren't they working on something new?
I wouldn't say something new with New Pittsburgh. New Pittsburgh was just a movement. And it's still living to this day. It's just that I won't even say Pittsburgh's behind anymore. I'll say that they get it. There's a core group of people that really get it, and then there's a bunch of people that really get it. But in the next year, myself and Revis are opening a store. It's set to open right now, midsummer.
Wow.
We're working on all the higher end brands that we really mess with are going to be in there, and then it's supposed to be like I said, it's going to be high end, and then streetwear. So there's going to be brands hopefully on the wire, fair God, and then you can also get Nike shoes. So the Nike contract is starting. That's what's going in the process of right now, and what we're trying to talk to them about. But obviously, anybody that knows anything about the to get in the Nike accounts, it's not very easy. Especially get the best stuff. So hopefully that Darrell playing in NFL and being a Nike athlete, and then myself, they see the vision and they vibe with it. So hopefully that happens in midsummer. That's why I'm in Pittsburgh now. I'm meeting with a realtor actually tomorrow again. So
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of people's dream, man, is to open a store. I mean, my viewers specifically, because clothing. I mean, I get emails a lot of the times. Kids are like, my dream is to open up a store. So that's awesome that you're doing it, man. I mean, I wish I could be out there. One day I'll be out there and I'll stop by.
Yeah, and if you look at it, a lot of people will be like, Pittsburgh, why are you doing it in Pittsburgh? That's where we grew up. So,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
The high-end store in wherever, Charlotte or wherever, they obviously thought the same thing. Why are you making a high-end store here and putting high-end clothes with sneakers? Why are you doing that? But hopefully you get it and you see the same vision as myself, and then you understand.
You gotta eat with the people you starved with, right?
Which I
That you gotta eat with the people you starved with, right?
exactly.
Word, man.
That's
That
why
was
some of the things that I've been doing is I'm trying to get into like the higher end brands because Nike's great to me and everything's working out, everything's going good, but some of them other high end brands like they're starting to look to in the end of I think it's May 17th. I have a Versace event in New York City where I got an email from Versace and they said that they had 15 core people that were going to come in, and I'm one of them that are going to come in, have a dinner, and have a event, and you get to see the new sneakers, and you actually get to take them home with you. So that's cool. So some stuff like that has been happening. I'm talking to someone from Balenciaga to do the same thing. So they're starting to look more like, they're not starting to look like runway people to come in and see the sneakers anymore. They're starting to look at like the sneakerheads and the people that are into that stuff to see the stuff first and to give their opinion.
And you would hope those people would you use those people to get their accounts, right? If you open up that store, right? So you'd have like, would you be able to have a Versace account with the store, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think necessarily that I would have a Versace account, but just that mingling with those people and being on the scene of that, I kind of just want to get into the higher end brands because, like I said, Nike's great, but it's just like I want to cross over into like the fashion part being higher end and then exactly on the sneaker. So it's like it's kind of just both. Like if I just go to all Nike events, it's just like
right.
I've got calls from Adidas to get some packages from Adidas, but I'm just not going to wear Adidas right now. I have nothing against Adidas. I'm just not going to wear it right now. Now, if it's like a collab with Rick Owens, I'll wear it, but I'm not going to wear it for some Adidas shoe.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, because if you look at it, just say you look at it like, if every brand sent you shoes and you were posting like every brand, them brand like it's one of those are gonna be like they're just cross promoting basically. If you're gonna keep getting free stuff from people, you might as well ride with like 4 core, 4 clothing, 4 shoes or whatever, and just ride with those if you really like them. Because if not, it's eventually you're just gonna be like all over the place. Now I know if you're a sneakerhead, if you're a straight sneakerhead, you wear all sneakers no matter what. But someone in my position where I've actually got not paid directly from Nike, but you see what I'm saying? Like there's like Zoom Revis royalty. I got paid essentially from Nike eventually. Not a check from Nike to John Geiger, but it got to me. So like if I'm just over here wearing Adidas every day and then like riding with Nike on the other side, it's just like it's not parallel, it's not together. This doesn't make sense for me.
No, yeah, it's really good that you said that because it was actually told to me by a close friend and like mentor, basically just like, you want to be the person promoting 100 brands and then them looking at you like, well, I just gave you stuff. Why are you promoting this streetwear brand? We're a streetwear brand. Like, it's kind of like it's interesting that you have that mindset and that outlook too. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Let's see. I'm trying to get on Twitter. I still hate that you guys can't see me. This sucks. Someone wants to know real quick about the calf hair MMMs. Have you ever worn them in the rain? Someone wanted to know.
Cat hair?
The calf hair.
Oh, I'm like, what?
I don't think that's legal, man.
No, haven't worn in the rain. I wouldn't suggest you do that.
Okay. So St. John Paul, don't do it. That's what the dude's name was. Do you guys have anything else? I'm still just scrolling through Twitter right now.
Yeah, somebody on YouTube asked, can you ask Geiger about whether marketing played a part in the Revis line ending, and could we expect something else from the line, such as apparel or shoes, since Revis is in a big NFL market again? Thanks in advance. That's from Kickball, and we kind of touched on this already, but I guess you could.
I'll say this. I'll state it like the facts of what happened. No billboard, no commercial, no advertising besides a shoe store in New Jersey. It was all me, Revis, and the close people at Nike that were really rooting for the shoe, and that was it. If you look at Calvin Johnson, which is it's the same people, Nike's Nike, but he has a commercial, he had billboards, he had other things done. We had absolutely none of that, and the shoes sold really good off of what we had. I don't know if the Revis 2s were because he went to Tampa. I mean, it could be, it could not be, but that makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
Have the Tampa fans react the same way as the Jets fans?
We say?
That have the Tampa Bay fans reacted the same way as the Jets fans?
Jets fans are the worst. Well, they're not the worst. They're the most loyal people to their team, so that's why I would say the worst. But I didn't mean the worst fan. They're loyal to their team the most that I've ever seen somebody loyal. They hate me because of Darrell. And it's not even Darrell's fault that he was traded. He didn't leave there. He was traded.
Do you get that, man? Do you get like hate because of who you are?
I was telling Pat, I went to I don't know if you follow football, but Tampa opened up in New York this past year. I did a thing with Sneaker News where we was going to hide a pair of Zoom Revises in the parking lot. He signed them. I was going to hide them in the parking lot, and someone was going to find them.
Okay.
I was hiding the shoe, and someone threw a bear in my face.
Threw a what?
And we were filming NFL Network, The Recovery of Revis.
What? That would piss me.
Through a what at Revis?
Oh.
Threw a beer.
Oh, Revis too?
Damn.
Someone's cutting out right now. I can't hear anything.
Don't worry.
Confusing for a second there.
Yeah. That's tough, man. And then I guess so I have a question then, and this is on my timeline because I have a lot of people that follow me that are Patriots fans and are excited for you, and they want to know if you're excited about being in the Boston area, and then a little bit about in Massachusetts there's a lot of sneaker companies that are headquartered here, and whether or not you what you think of the Boston area sneaker culture.
Well, obviously, when I was in New York, I went to anybody that reached out to me if they had a store, whatever, I would go to. In Boston, I'm going to try to, all the people that you have said, and especially you and all the others, I'm going to try to come to the sneaker events. I'm going to try to come to everything possible, just because that's what I'm into. During the season and right now, I don't know if you know, they're in their little camp. It's not really a camp, but it's their day-to-day workouts. They're in there. The Patriots are there until I think the beginning of June. They're done. Yeah. Darrell's up now. So I'll come up there next Wednesday. He has a private signing, and then I'll be around town if I can that day to check out everything. But from there on, from the season on, I'll try to check out everything possible. Meet more people. That's always how it's been. I've never been the person I'm too cold to go to your store. I don't care if it's in the basement of someone's house. They got some sneakers. I'm trying to come see it.
Great. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I understand how busy it must be. You
ever been to Riccardi Boston?
Bacardi?
No, Riccardi Boston.
I used to follow them on Instagram. I know of it.
Is that a club? You're talking to a lady.
It's a clothing store.
Is it a clothing store? I haven't been there then. I'm all sneakers. I'm about to learn from the man himself about all this high fashion stuff. I'm about to have no money in my bank account too.
Well, me, you, and Pearl will go to Riccardi.
There you go. It'll help me out. He knows. Don't let him fool you, man. He tries. He just picked up some Great Britain Roshi runs. He was stunting on Twitter the other day.
Pearl's the man. He went straight from business-like to straight sneakerhead within seconds.
Oh yeah.
He was sitting at the desk sneakers. Oh, what's up? Oh. It's cool. Pearl's he's a cool dude, man. That's cool to see.
Yeah, man. It should be fun. I'm definitely excited. Definitely excited. But Jacob, what are we doing on time? What are we doing on questions?
Yeah.
How are the Pirates doing?
I needed to get out of here at 6, so we got 4 minutes. If we want to just take any last questions, I go drive to go watch the Blazer game. Do you guys have any last minute things? I'm trying to look at our little Google Docs here. I think we completed everything.
Yeah, this is probably the coolest chat we've had, I think.
Yeah, man, I appreciate everyone coming on and taking the time to chat.
I think there's a little part at the bottom of the document that you missed.
Talking about how Jacob is a tool.
No, have Tyler shave on air. That's the only one I see.
I shaved off camera, actually.
Touch on why Jacob doesn't get buns.
Okay, now talk about how We Are the Douche is a tool. I mean, we have all of these on our Google Doc right now.
Yeah, it actually says expand on this topic in depth. So, Nah, we'll wrap it there, Jacob. You want to go down the line and just
Man, for sure.
where they can find them and.
Yeah, definitely. So as you guys know, my name is Jacob Keller. I wish you guys could see me or else whatever, it doesn't matter. But Jacob at Jacob J Keller is going to be my Twitter and Instagram. I know a lot of you guys that are probably on here are because of me. Hopefully we got some ones from John, some ones from Pat, some ones from Tyler. But I don't need to talk too much about myself. I will let the other people out there do their little outros, and then we will cut it off. You guys can watch the Blazer game because I know that's what everyone's going to do after this. So, Tyler, do you want to give your little outro?
Yeah, sure. So, Jacob, thank you for having me. This has been really cool. You guys can find me at TBlake on Twitter. And all my links are there, so no need to plug anything else. So
Yeah. I have everything in the description for you guys.
Bitly that shit.
I couldn't. It wasn't working, so I can't track how many people you guys got followed by. So, Pat, what about you, my man?
Oh yeah, like as I said before, everything's We Are The Trend. All my social stuff, Instagram, Twitter, it's all We Are The Trend. You can subscribe to me, youtube.com/WeAreTheTrend. Thanks for having me, of course. Nice to finally talk to John face to face too. I'll have to make it out to Pittsburgh sometime soon. It's been a while.
And John, my man, any outro for you today?
Nope. Just thanks for having me, and hopefully I meet everybody soon.
Yeah, man.
I'll be in Boston on Wednesday, so hopefully.
Yeah, I'll definitely come through. I'll get to see you on Wednesday, and then I'm flying out to Portland to see Jacob on Thursday. So.
Yeah, John, are you ever coming out West Coast? Do you ever hit out here?
I just talked to people, and I'm probably gonna come out there maybe June for my birthday. Probably come out to campus. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just hit me up. We'll do something.
Cool.
Yeah, man. I appreciate everyone for coming on. It really does mean a lot. Thank you, John, again for doing the chat. Pat, Tyler, you guys are always welcome on my live chats.
It's 9 o'clock.
My bad.
What was it?
Who was that?
That really sounded like a porn.
Pat's mom makes him get off the computer now. Pat, it's 9. Get off. Pat, it's 9. Get off the computer.
Yo, my computer talks to
you.
Hey Patrick, get off the computer. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I should cut mine.
I'm so glad this happened. I'm so glad we didn't cut it off before that. All right, I'm ending this. That was good. Appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all.
Blazers are about to lose.
Oh my God, how dare you say that? All right, peace, everybody.